Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Wholly Irregular ECY Shedcast, episode 36. I think we might be on now. I appreciate it's not long since the last episode, but I'm trying to get back into a regular routine of filming on a Friday morning before Debbie arrives, which means that I need to hurry up. So, how are you all? I hope you're okay. I know it's only been a few days since last we spoke, and like I say, I'll keep this one a bit shorter. So I had a good old whinge last week, didn't I? Things are very similar this week to how they were last week. My ankle is still a complete pain. So I have been trying to rest it as much as possible again this week, which is difficult with work, but there we go. And next week I shall start being a bit more proactive in seeking help with it. So I guess I'll let you know how that goes at the end of next week. And the wound on my knee is still healing, but it's healing well. It's starting to look a bit more like the colour of my skin, which is nice, because hopefully it means I won't have a massive scar. Not that I care, it's, you know, it's neither here nor there really, is it? But anyway, so yeah, that's where we're up to. It's a really weirdly mild morning here. It's absolutely blowing a gale, which drives me crazy. I hate the way it blows everything around and makes such a mess, and I can't be doing with it. Any other weather, fine, but strong wind, no, just go away. Absolutely go away. So that's annoying me as well this morning. But I'm very much looking forward to a nice warm weekend. It's kind of like the last throes of summer before my toes will be froze for the next 6 months. So yes, that will cheer me right up. Bit weird though, isn't it? Because it should be sweater weather. Mid-October, but hello climate change. So anyway, that's where we're up to. We've had another really busy week here at the ECY Shed quarters, and oh god, where do I even start? So last week we had uploaded loads of new yarn to the website on lots of different bases. We've carried on with that this week. I actually can't, honestly, this week has flown. So I did loads of photography, and I can't even remember what I was photographing now. I probably should have had a look before I came on, shouldn't I? But anyway, I remember yesterday, thankfully, yesterday I photographed lots of Titus fingering. I think I had that in here last week, and I showed it to you, didn't I? Because I showed you how shiny it was and stuff. So yeah, that's photographed now. So that will be online soon, maybe today, but if not today, then Monday, I would think. And I've been busy dyeing. It's really bad. I honestly can't remember like the beginning of the week. I'll just stop talking about it, pretend it doesn't exist. But I can show you this, which I have dyed. I've been looking forward to showing you this. So we've got some Keld Aran in stock, but it's all in light colours, which are really nice, but I just thought it would be nice as well to have a top up of lots of darker colours now that the mornings are gloomy here in Yorkshire. And the thing is with this yarn is that the dark colours really show off the linen in it, which is really nice. So here it is, it's in progress. So we have some dye lots that are twisted up already and ready for labelling. This is a Cottage Original. So Cottage Original, for people who don't know, is what we call anything that doesn't have its own name. So it could be like an experimental batch, or it could be a batch that went a little bit wrong but it's still really pretty and nice for the website. So we call them Cottage Originals, and we put the OOAK in the name, which stands for one of a kind, because a lot of the time they're not repeatable. So this is a cottage original, and the thing is they all get an individual number, so even though they don't have their own name, they do get a number. So this is it. There's 10 of each of the Keld Aran. A couple more to get there. That's a lighter skein on top there. So this has got grey in it and kind of like greyish purple, dusky purple, and then hints of a stronger purple as well. And yeah, just a favourite with us already. I don't know, the thing is I don't know if I could replicate it or not, even if it sells well and I want to. I don't know if I can, so we'll see. Yeah, so that's that one. I'll just pop that back there, and then I'll just pop that over there. We have Black Magic Rose as well. I'll pop that back over there. We've got Rust. There you go. These are all very autumnal, aren't they? I've not been out much because of the injuries, and we popped out last night, and it's quite a surprise to see that a lot of the trees are changing now, because actually, well, we do have trees around us because we've got a cemetery behind us, but the trees that I can see are all still green. But when we went out last night, it was quite noticeable how brown they were starting to look. So these colours very much blend in with our surroundings now. This is Red Kite. And then last but very much not least, we have Tide. So yeah, that would be a nice contrast with all of the rest of them, really. So they will be on the website, I would say, early next week, because obviously, as you can see, they need twisting and labelling yet, and then I've got to photograph them as well. So yeah, there is something that actually inspired that, and that is one of my current projects. I've got two main projects on the go at the moment, not really on purpose, but because my Kismet jumper, which I have here, was on hold because I was using it for a display sample without the sleeves and the neck for Yarndale, so it was put away for a while. So in the meantime, I started this, and this is the Beyond cardigan by Hannah Gough, and that surname is spelt G-O-U-G-H, or is it C-H? G-H. And yeah, so it's called Beyond, and this is crocheted, as you can see, and this is in Keld Aran in colourway Larch. So because I'm using this, it was making me look in the box and think, well, actually there aren't any other dark colours to choose from. This is like the darkest that we had, and I've nicked it. So I thought, well, maybe we should have some darker colours to go with the lighter colours. So yeah, look at that lovely ribbed hem. So that's the back. It's made in pieces, but of course you can crochet the pieces together. You don't need to sew them like you would with knitting. Although I do enjoy sewing knitted pieces together. I've had to learn to love it because of the machine knitting. So I've made the back, I've made one front. There you go. And I'm on the second front now. This is still quite dinky. There you go. But it's so quick to crochet because it's in Aran, and sorry, there's just a vehicle going past. Because it's in Aran, and because the yarn is so nice to use, and I say that I wouldn't stock it if it wasn't. So because it's so lovely and it's really smooth, and quick, and it feels nice to use. So and it does help that the whole body of the cardigan is done in my favourite stitch. So I'm finding it really, really quick to make. So yeah, there's the rest of that front. Obviously there's the 2 sleeves, and then there's a border around the front as well. Oh, doorbell's just gone. I don't think I'm expecting anything. They'll have to leave it in the parcel collection hut. Hopefully they will. I can hear the dogs barking as well. I actually remembered to close them in the house this time so that you wouldn't get bombarded with dogs barking. Where was I? So yeah, this project, I think I will be wearing that fairly soon. Oh, hang on, he's trying to get into the garden. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm back. I ended up having to pause that. Oh, that's so annoying. But it was George, DPD George, and he's very, very lovely, and he's leaving soon. So I'm quite glad I did actually go and say hi. He will be very missed. Yeah, where was I? I was saying about this Aran cardigan. Yeah, I think I will be wearing this fairly soon, and I'm looking forward to wearing it. It's going to be a great layering piece over winter. I think it'll work really nicely because it's quite light. Our Aran yarns are quite light. They're not like really bulky and heavy. So I think it'll be really nice just over a t-shirt when it's a bit warmer. But also, you know, I have realised that actually wearing a thick cardigan over a jumper as well works really well for me in winter, because I really feel the cold. Oh god, what time is it? Okay, I will crack on. So yeah, really, really enjoying that. However, I am also sort of back on my Kismet. Well, I have picked it up again, but I kind of want to get this finished before I full on finish this. But I've just brought it along because I wanted to show you, in case you missed it on my social media, the needles that I'm using for the sleeves. Now, one of the reasons I've been putting off making the sleeves on this is because my preferred way of doing small circumferences is with DPNs, but using DPNs for colour work on sleeves, and I think that was probably what I did with these, and it's fine, I've sort of got away with it, but it's quite hard to keep your tension nice and even between the needles, and I find that because you've got quite a lot of stitches on to begin with, you need the DPNs to be a really particular length, and none of mine are quite right, and it's just kind of like it's not as enjoyable a process as it should be. You know, it's sort of like becomes a bit of a chore. I don't do magic loop. I can't bear magic loop. I know that, you know, people love it, and that's fine. That I mean, that's brilliant. If you know, if you love it and it works for you, great, because it means you've got something that does work. But I just can't bear magic loop. So I saw a post on Instagram by one of my good friends who had these needles for short circumferences, and she was actually using them for colourwork sleeves herself. So my little radar pinged, and I got some to try. They are very expensive, but quite honestly, if they make knitting colourwork sleeves fun, then I'm all for it, because as you can see, I actually really love making colourwork jumpers, and I've got really into this in the past sort of 18 months or so. So here you go. So you get 3 in a pack. I've got the third one in here somewhere. You get 3 in a pack, and they've just got a little tiny cable in the middle, and then they've got ridges. I don't know if you can see that very well, which is handy for the grip, because I would normally use bamboo or birch needles, because I like the grip on them, or the Knit Pro Symphonies, because they're kind of like in between, that like they glide but they're not as slippy as metal. of course these are metal, so the grip on those is really helpful. And you get 3, and they're actually absolutely spot on. They're perfect for colour work. They exactly fill a gap that has been irritating me for forever. And so the name of them is, they're Addy, the brand is Addy, and they're called Crazy Trio, but the crazy is spelt with an S. So I think if you looked that up, you should find them. But like I say, they're expensive. So they are a little bit of an investment, really. But if you are into colour work and you sort of like haven't quite got the right solution for doing the sleeves, then I would say definitely give them a go. So yeah, just really wanted to show you that. What else are we up to? Yeah, so another thing that I just wanted to show you briefly that we've added to the website this week, going back to the website, is the pre-filled yarnling jars. They're now up, and they're all colour themed. So that's like blues and greens. We've got pinks, another blues and greens, and we've got 2 sort of random. There you go. And there are pictures of them on the website, so you can see what's in each one and take your pick. So there's those, and then there's also, we did these for Yarndale. There's also these. I really like these. So these are little packs of yarnlings, and we've got packs of 10, and we also have packs of 5. Which one should I show you? Show you that one. We've got little packs of 5, and again these are all colour themed as well. So this is like sort of pastels and florals, and then this one, it's like autumn. Those numbers are just for our use. They are removed before we post them to you, so don't worry about those. So yeah, autumn. There's another autumn one, but with a sort of dusky pink. And what else have we got? We've got greens and pinks. So yeah, so they're the 5s and these are the 10s, and there's information on the back. And these little cellophane bags are compostable, so they're not just like crappy single-use plastic. They are actually compostable, which is why I've got them, and it's why I've never had them before, because it was basically cellophane or nothing. But now that we can get compostable ones, I thought it would be nice to give them a go. So yeah, so we've got all those on the website this week as well. So the next thing I'm going to do today is photograph more of the Titus fingering, and I'm going to do the yarn packs / colour combinations. It's really gloomy and cloudy, so I should be able to get some photography done this morning, assuming it doesn't rain. And then the other thing that I really wanted to do this morning is photograph Loud the lace, again in combinations of 2 skeins and 3 skeins, picked out for my cloud cowl pattern. Just check time, we're fine. So that's the plan for today. So again, there'll be loads more new stuff on the website. I will photograph the Keld Aran as soon as I can, and we'll get that up. Next things on the list are Keld Twist. I've already started dyeing that, so that's coming very soon. Titus 4-ply, Hayton 4-ply, and Pendle Chunky, they're all imminent on the to-do list. So they're all coming next. This is a lot of planning management. What else? I think that's it. Basically, yeah, that's it. And then I'll have to decide what's coming after that. I really wanted to do a Nate before Ply update, but it turns out it won't be available till the end of November. Because I like to do my festive fun, my Christmassy colourway on Nate B. So I might have to reconsider my options for that. And the only other thing that I did want to mention is there's a reason that I'm wearing this jumper. We have noticed that Milburn 4-ply in Crocosmere is currently our least popular Milburn across the 4-ply and DK. So I just wanted to wear it and let you know how gorgeous it is, because if it continues to be unpopular, then we will at some point really have to consider discontinuing it, which I really don't want to do. So with the time of year and kind of like Halloween and spooky season coming up, I thought now would be a really good time to show it off. It's very autumnal, it's quite a rusty orange, so although it is quite rich, and I appreciate that it's really not everyone's cup of tea, which is the risk that you take when choosing colours. So I knew it was a bit of a risk with being quite eye-catching. But yeah, like it's not a neon kind of thing. It has got a bit of earthiness and a bit of a rusty tint to it. So yeah, please give it a go, because we would really like to keep it. Well, I would really like to keep it because I think orange is very underestimated. And in case anyone's wondering, this is one of my Nimbus cowls. I have a few. I like them because they're very lightweight, because I've made it in, well, this one is in Titus lace plus Eldwick lace held double. The pattern is written for 4-ply plus fluff, but that makes quite a thick, heavy fabric. So I found that by doing it in lace weight, you get this really nice, lightweight, drapey fabric. Ideal when you just, I sound really old saying this, but you know when you want to just keep a draft off the back of your neck? Like, because like today, apparently it's 16 degrees according to my watch, but I don't feel like it's 16 degrees. I feel like it's quite chilly. But I don't need something big and thick and cozy. I just need something really light and warm. So this was sat in the kitchen, so I just grabbed it. I've deliberately made it in neutral colours, with just that little pop of marigold. That is created by changing the colour of the fluff. The Eldwick lace had a bit of leftover marigold, so I just popped that in. But yeah, the rest of it's neutral because I actually wanted something that I could wear with most other things, because I tend to go for colours. So it's good to have neutrals now and then, isn't it? So yeah, that's what that is. Nimbus cowl. It's a free pattern by Pearl Soho. It's on their blog. So with that, and knowing that Debbie is due in 6 minutes, I think I should probably wrap it up. So I will see you next week. I will try and remember what I've done next week. And yeah, have a great weekend. Happy crafting, and I'll see you then. Bye.